and make them in real time. So today is a recipe that was sent to me, I think by my mom. But hey, you know what? It's so fun. So, and I already have the link in the description. This is called Delicious Amish Country Casserole. So what it's going to take is 12-ounce bag of egg noodles. Don't tell anybody. I got 16 of garden variety rotini. That's what we're going to be using. We got half pound of ground beef. I don't want that pop up. Okay. 10-ounce can of tomato soup, 10-ounce can of cream of mushroom soup, which, fun fact, 10.75. 10.5. Found that out today. I thought that was really kind of neat. We're going to be using a cup of milk. Got the milk. We are going to be using salt and pepper. I forgot to grab my pepper. Let me pull that out. And my salt. Okay. Got what's this here sauce. And my screen froze. There we go. And then we're going to be using some minced garlic. We're going to be using some minced onion flakes. And then we also got some Parmesan cheese. Now, when I use Parmesan, I like Parmesan and Romano. I think it's more delicious. So the first thing I'm going to do is the instructions say to preheat the oven to 350. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And to spray the casserole dish. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get my pan out here. Oh, I got rice in my pan. Interesting. So I'm going to bring my baking sheet and drop it in the sink. So here this goes. That way nothing sticks to it later. Got my oven on 350. Set this aside. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my water for my noodles. I'm going to just put this on high and I'm going to put some salt in the water, which actually helps the noodles. This actually likes to stick. I hate how you get spices and they're nice and fine and then you use them for like a while and they get solid. So I'm putting a little garlic salt in this water. The garlic salt will not only taste good, but the salt does something to the noodles. And for the life of me, I can't think right now of what it does. Why is this super dark? Hold on. Is that better? Better light? Hold on. There we go. I actually have a kitchen light out right now, so it's kind of like okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is in the large skillet, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking my 1 pound of beef, which doesn't take a lot. Okay, so I'm going to put that on high, let that start mixing up some. And if this is your first time here, hey, thank you for joining me. I try to do this twice a week. I also have a TikTok, which is also EmberBurnsBlack. If you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribing helps YouTube realize that I have people watching, and it helps promote my videos. And I've also noticed that a lot of you guys are coming to my videos from different videos. So welcome, and I'm really glad to see that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start browning this. And while I have this browning and starting, I'm going to go ahead and start mixing the other ingredients in the bowl so I can multitask. So I just have here just, regular mixing bowl. So in the bowl, I'm going to mix together the tomato soup. Give me a second. I try to clean up as I go because I can't stand when things are dirty. That's kind of driving me nuts that the beef is unseasoned, but we're going to mix it all together. So I just got, a can of regular tomato soup that is stuck in the can. I also have my PayPal and Cashapp listed if you wish to support me. It makes a huge difference. I am trying desperately to save up for a laptop so that I can have better production quality. That way you can watch the food at all times and me, and it'll just make for a better show. But hey, that's down the line, right? I'm still a ways from getting monetized, so I definitely do need the subscribers. And if you like what I do, share these. Sharing is caring. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up some. It's starting to cook. I'm going to keep an eye on this because I can turn that up. Duh. I'm actually going to put that on high and let it kind of cook faster because I'm right here and I can watch it. I'm not moving anywhere. So I got the tomato soup in. Next, I'm going to put in the cream of mushroom soup. And I'm just using a rubber spatula. Now, usually cream of mushroom comes right out. And I like the rubber spatula because it kind of like fills in the gaps and it gets it all out for you. Oh, come on, you're almost there. There it goes. Come on. Oh, well, I tried. Get in there. Now I got the beef sizzling. So give that a stir here in a second. There we go. Now we got beef cooking. What I like about cooking it fast too is it gets all the that looks like a hair. That is a dog hair. How did a dog hair get in my pan? What I like about this is it cooks it out and it gives kind of like a liquid in it. So even though you drain it, you're still getting that flavor. So let me just go ahead and stir this up some. It's just the tomato soup and the mushroom soup. Next, I'm going to put in my milk, which is 1 cup. Whoops. Okay. Put that to the side. 1 cup milk. Excuse me while I put my milk in the fridge. I think that's the only cup I need. Yes, it is. So I can put that in the sink. Excuse me a minute. So let me give this a good stir. We got this going really good. And I should have sprayed it down before I started. That is my bad. Go ahead and turn this on. Sorry about the noise. Alright, we got this cooking nicely. Starting to brown up nice, so it's not pink. So I got my milk, cream of mushroom, and tomato sauce here. Next, I'm going to add the salt and pepper. And I never measure my spices, so I'm just going to kind of feel it out. That seems like a good amount of pepper. Some salt. There we go. And next I'm going to put in Worcestershire. What's this here sauce? I can never say it. You want about 2 teaspoons in the bowl. That's good. And then you want your minced garlic, which is about a fourth a spoonful, which I'm just going to kind of, I mean, the jar is almost empty. I'm just going to kind of wing it. Hold on. That's about a fourth of a teaspoon. And then your onion flakes, which you want to use about 2 tablespoons. Actually, yeah, you want about a fourth a teaspoon of garlic. I don't know why you want so little garlic, but there's my onion flakes. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice stir up. Let it sit for a bit. Make sure all those, actually, you know what? I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to whisk this. Okay. So I'm getting that nice and whisked. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cook my meat a little more. Which is, I really should have sprayed this pan. That's totally my bad. But that's getting nice and brown. I'm going to actually turn this off because I have it cooked about where I want it. There's still some rawness in it, so I'm going to let it like simmer and make sure the raw parts cook. And unfortunately, I feel like I should have started the noodles beforehand. Let me get this so no more animals come in. So now I got that draining and I got the, actually what I can do is I'm going to actually move this to the side and put this on the big burner. There we go. While I do that, I'm going to keep whisking this. Hey! I'm going to keep whisking this and it's already gotten thicker. My, soups and milk with some, what's this here, and some seasoning. And this is coming really nicely, if you can see it. It's really, it doesn't have a lot of chunks in it anymore. I can definitely see some mushrooms. And of course, story of my life, which if you ever remember my last season of my live kitchen, I would yell at my pots to boil and they still... Same story. So I got this sitting here. I got this. Making sure it doesn't stick. Just my beef. Have not seasoned the beef, which I'm following the recipe, but if this was my way, I think I would probably add some parsley, but I really do like parsley. The onions and garlic are in here. So yeah, I definitely add the parsley. So, all that's left is waiting for, hey, yes, some of the stories. You're fine, dude. You are totally fine. So, just waiting for the water to boil as per usual. Let me clean up some because there's like, what's this here sauce all over my counter. And I'm hot again. Oops. I don't know why I have that up, but okay. And yeah, that's that. So, once the, once I got the water boiling, I'm going to put the noodles on for 9 minutes. The water is already starting. I'm going to be standing here the whole time, so I don't think it matters too much. So I'm going to go ahead and start the noodles for 9 minutes. Get that going. Give me 1 sec. Whoops. I gotta get to my kitchen timer. Alright, so I got the kitchen timer set. Next, this is getting a little cooler. I can actually start mixing the meat in with my, whatchamacallit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Give this a stir. So I can kind of like chop this down so it's not too chunky. And where I'm pulling it out of the pan, it's going to drain it, so that works. That I want to get it out before it really solidifies. Oh, it's still dripping. Hold on, let me get a slide. That'll help some. Here we go. And once again, my kitchen is hot. Of course, the oven on 350 is not helping any. Make sure you can see the liquid in here. Don't spill the liquid. It's flammable and it burns. Get down so I can scrape some of that. And you can use, you don't always have to use beef. You can use whatever. You can actually use tofu if you want, because I know a lot of people who are watching are vegan. So, I mean, feel free to mix and match and substitute and whatever you choose for your proteins is always good. But I don't think there's many Amish that are vegan. So. Okay, got a couple more little chunks. Yeah, I'm going to grab those little chunks because every chunk matters. There we go. Get that in there. Go ahead and mix this in. And I can actually chunk it up even more with my whisk. For the pasta to cook. It's not totally boiling, but it'll work. Because trying to get something to boil when you're doing live is, it's asking a cat to do something. Ha ha ha, by the free microwave, just case the vinegar. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it's all good. So let me actually clean off my spatula real quick. And I'm sorry if I do miss chat sometimes. The phone over there, it makes it a little hard. So, but hey, it all works. And the camera is frozen again. There it goes. Hi. Mix this up. I can give this a stir because it looks like it's about to overboil. I'm going to actually dump some of this out because it is boiling over just a bit. There we go. And sometimes when you do that, it gets a little steamy. Oh, hey, look, steam. So I've got that stirring. Woo! I've got get that really stirring. Give me 1 sec. Let me check the timer. Still got 4.5 minutes on that. So after this, I'm going to mix it all in the baking pan. So I got my my ground beef in here. Next, after I get the ground beef, I got the ground beef. Duh, I can't think. Once I get the noodles done, I'm gonna put the noodles in here, stir this up, and add it to the thing. Like I said, give me 1 second. And my screen is totally froze again. What is going on? Okay, there it is. Hi. What is this? Oh, that's my oven mitt. Okay. So anyway, while I'm here, I know I've asked you before, if you are still watching this, please remember to subscribe. Like I said, subscribing helps to regulate my videos to people who would like to see them. It helps distribute me. And definitely, if you really, really like what I do, support me. I have my PayPal listed, as well as my Cashapp. So it might come down to the way things are. If you are familiar with the U.S. economy right now, I could go on a hiatus tomorrow, and I really don't want to do that. So any support is appreciated. And I just looked at this. My daughter did the dishes, and I'm looking at the boiler pan, and it's not done. So putting that back in the sink, which is what happens when you have kids do dishes. Sometimes they don't get done. So I still got less than 4.5 minutes on this. Go ahead and clean up my oven just a smidge. Try not to get burnt. It drives me nuts having dirty things. So almost ready, almost ready, almost ready. I'm gonna put this, and this still has all the fat in it, so I did manage to drain it. This is my first copper pot. I found it at a yard giveaway, and I absolutely love it. It heats up fast, it cooks fast, no problems out of it whatsoever. So give this a stir. It is almost ready. Woo! The noodles are soft. Still crunchy, but they got time. And I didn't pull out my strainer. Let me get my strainer real quick. Okay. Got this hooked up. And I just have, basic one, plug it into the sink, hang it off the faucet, and it works. And drain these noodles here in a second, and then I'm just going to start adding them to the bowl. And the kitchen is hot. Very, very hot. I'm already like, whew, I cannot believe how hot it is in this kitchen. And it's 90 degrees outside. I picked a nice day to do this. I say, oh man. This has actually gotten thicker, so I'm a little excited about this. Once I get the noodles in, I don't think I'm going to be able to stir it at all. Which the noodles are now ready. That was the microwave. Turn that off. It's a little hot. I already know how hot goes in this game. Which my oven mitts are always stuck because I catch them on fire. So Okay. And I like the little skillet thing that hangs on the faucet, because that way it doesn't seep into your sink, because you know sometimes you dump the noodles in the basket and all the water just goes and hits your noodles, and then everything in your sink has just touched your noodles. Not saying my sink's not clean, but it's still gross. You clean in your sink, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump my noodles into, carefully dump my noodles into my bowl. I have one, leave that out, run away. Have that all turned off. So now I'm going to actually go ahead, not use my whisk. I'm going to go back to my spatula. And I'm going to like fold these noodles into the mixture. I really chose the garlic rotini instead of egg noodles because I like the color. And it's got like a nice little pinkness to it, if you can see. And the camera froze again. I don't know what the audio is doing, but you can see that nice pretty pinkness. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. I don't know what it's doing. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and I am going to put this into, yep, see the pinkness? There it goes. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to dump this in my baking pan. And I can use the spatula and scrape everything off, which is perfect. And then from here, I'm going to just push this around, make sure it's nice and even. Put that over here. Okay. So next, I'm going to put this in the oven. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bake this for 25 minutes. So, I am sweating like crazy, if you can see it. I actually just got sweat in my eyes. Thankfully, though, I did not sweat in the food. It's like, always make sure you do not sweat in the food. Ow, my eye. Ow, my eye. Let me get my timer started. Like I said, 25 minutes now at 350. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I'm going to start cleaning up, and I'm going to take a little break. So if you're watching, hang out, set your timer. I shall be back. I'm going to get the sweat out of my eye. So down to the last 18 minutes while baking. Oh, well, actually it's 17 now. So figured out why I was choppy. I thought I disconnected my phone, and I didn't. But I do want to give some time here, because I know a lot of people have been asking. Are you scared? This is... Oh, honey, I was hoping you'd say hi. Thank you. Okay. Oh, come on. It's not that scary in here. This is a little kitten that we found outside that we have decided to bring in. Little kitty, yes. And believe it or not, it has been making friends with Judith. Great. So they're getting along. And we just found her. We gave her some tuna, and she hasn't left. She's also obsessed with my daughter's bed. Hasn't made it up to my bed, but she's got to get a little bigger. So anyway, I do apologize for having to take a break. This oven is 350, and I have this curtain. And the reason I have the curtain is the camera angle goes directly into, name it Daryl. Actually, we named the kitty, we named her Murder. Because every time she sees something, she's usually not this shy. Usually when she sees something, she's like, ah! And we just kind of like, do you like my boob? We just kind of laugh, and it's like, oh, look, another murder. So we named the kitten Murder. And it fits. Like a little Edgar Allan Poe poem. Named Old Dog Delilah because she was all black. Oh, Black Delilah. I get it. That's a sad story, though. So I have a boob kitten here for my last 15 minutes. Yep. Hi. So anyway, so that's what's been up. And I know a couple of you have seen the outdoor cat, which we had named Jaguar. Jaguar showed up a day or two after we found this one. And we have left that one outside because we didn't a little bigger, and we couldn't figure out why she's not acting like the other strays. So neighbor actually pointed it out, and apparently an apartment around here, the family moved out or whatever and just abandoned the kitten. And the kitten grew in this apartment, and the other attendants were feeding it. So it's not at all feral. It's coming out, and actually the other cats are beating the crap out of it. So it's a shame. So that's that one. If anybody is looking for a kitty, there's a kitty outside I will help you catch. Very friendly, very human-based cat. It's just, we already got one. And with her and the dog, it's a little too much. You happy? You're happy. Then I think I like naming my pets ironically. I had a 3-pound Chihuahua named Titan. So you call it and people are expecting this huge dog, and a 3-pound Chihuahua shows up. Dad got the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department that was lingering for her about 2 weeks. Oh, she's a sweetie. Well, I have heard so many bad things. Yeah, if it fits, it sits. I have heard so many bad things about Animal Patrol, but I ended up having our neighbor's husky for I forget how many days, but I was so thankful for I don't know if we went to Animal Control, the Pound County, or where we went, but they gave us a 50-pound bag of pedigree. Just handed it to us, and it was thanks. Our neighbor had a heart attack, and she was in the hospital for 2 months. Thankfully, her son showed up to pick up the dog after a couple days, but it was like after that, I was like, you know what? This apartment is big enough to handle Judith. So we got Judith back. Actually did some measuring the other day out of curiosity, and this kitchen is 12 by 4 foot floor space. So those who are wondering how tiny my kitchen is, it is microscopic. So, you happy there? Okay, you can stay there until... Oh, you want down? Okay, no kitty on the counter. Bye, Murder. Please don't murder my curtain. So that's that. What else has happened this week? There we go. So what else has had happening? Not a lot. It's just all good things happen. That's usually how it goes. I don't want to get all preachy, but actually I did some soul searching. Do I have this paused? Or, oh, hey, look, I had it paused. My first dog was named Titan. He was a Labrador. That's nice. The food, the heart attack, the protest. Yeah, she is very mouthy. Actually had kind of like some revelations last night, and you really gotta thank everybody. And one of the things that I have gone on for years is I absolutely love my haters. And I know that sounds kind of pro-productive, but I actually sat there and I need to thank the people who've tried to hurt me, because of them, everything is working out for me and more. There's stuff I can't talk about right now because I don't want to jinx it, but things are happening, and I am going to be upgrading here soon. It might not be the laptop I want, which I had really trying to get. It's his life. The laptop's gonna come eventually. Anyway, let me. Is that solid yet? No, it's still liquid. That can sit until. Oh wait, hey, that's actually the burner where the oven vents. I should probably have that uncovered. So this is kind of an interesting casserole. Usually when I put stuff not healthy, it is a hell of a drug. It's I don't want to like speak and encourage depression, but it's like once you find your way out of it, the sky's the limit. And the important part is to have amazing people to pull you out of the depression, and eventually you just pull yourself out with their help, and once you're out, you can uplift others. And it is amazing helping others rather than tearing them down, which is something that I have been trying to do for the last 3 years. I have literally seen hell, and I don't want anyone else to go through the stuff I have been through. I don't think that's a difficult thing to do. So, and I used to be the opposite, but I have just started questioning things. What is the motive of trying to make other people miserable because you're miserable, rather than trying to make yourself happy and everybody else happy? Because the other people are going to be miserable anyway. I tear myself down more than anybody else does. Unlearning that is a difficult part. It is. It really is. And I did that for years. And I'm so thankful that I had the people that I did in my life and do in my life that won't let me tear myself down. And I won't let them either. And it's kind of symbiotic, but it works. Always have amazing people in your corner. And if you can't, they're out there. And more than likely, you don't have to find them. They'll find you. So that is something I've learned. And it's like, why do you go out of your way to make other people, not living in a car, as an extrovert? Yeah, that is hell. So you have seen hell too. And once you get out of your hell, you're going to look back and you're going to laugh. I promise you will laugh. And honestly, I have noticed in this area, there's places to live. You don't have to live in your car. I've seen people in the local group asking for tents. And I've actually seen tents. So, I mean, it's rough, but you can make a living out here without living out here. I wouldn't suggest it though. But I'm always the type that things work out for me for the best. But it's just, don't tear down others because you're not happy. Make yourself happy, and then you'll find happiness, and you'll make others happy, and they'll love you. So, I think the car is preferable to a tent. Yeah, maybe it is preferable to a tent. I don't know. I would worry about the car battery and not having room to spread out, whereas you have a tent, you have all that room. A Ford Explorer. Okay, you got room. That's an SUV, right? So yeah, you definitely got room. That's got to be a gas guzzler. Yeah, you have room. The car battery is the issue. I called it. Which I can't imagine right now. Be electric. I keep the middle and back seats down, and yeah, I can sleep. Yeah, there you go. So you have a bed in it. But what do you do for like airflow though? Because like with the tent, you have the vents and you have screens so you don't get bugs. Because sweat and bugs are my kryptonite. I can handle being hot. I can handle rain. I can handle some humidity. But it's like when I'm trying to sleep, if I feel moist. Oh God, I just said moist on a live stream. If I feel moist and I feel bugs, that's like a deal breaker for me. Definitely like screens and airflow. I don't think I could do a car. Yeah, so you're doing, yeah. Anyway, you'll find something soon. I mean, This is a real brutal time. And it's not brutal for you. It's brutal for everyone. And I actually like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I like having, some time to express myself, get some things off my chest that are more than just a kitten. Sorry for You know what? Don't apologize for your live therapy session. We all need them sometimes. I even need them. There's times that I have felt like just turning on my live stream and just talking about my problems, but why? I can do that. But I save that for like my personal friends, not like the public everything. But this has been nice. I'd like to do this more often. So, got bushes. Oh, so I actually read something. I have been keeping my what's this here sauce in the fridge. I have learned that sauces that include vinegar and different types of acid, like this one has citric acid, like lemon, you don't need to refrigerate. You can actually leave them out and they never go bad. So I have cleared up a whole lot of fridge space lately. Oh, hey! You have wandered back in the kitchen. Guess what? You're my prisoner. So my ketchup, my mustard, my teriyaki sauce, my what's this here sauce has all been evicted from the kitchen and found some, from the fridge and found some counter space. You gonna say hi? I want you to say hi to the camera. Listen to that protest. Say hi. You are so pretty. You need to show it off. There you go. See how pretty you are? I know. You only like my phone when I'm watching fish tanks. Okay, don't get on my shoulder and don't look at that stove. That stove is hot. Here. Hey, chill. Chill. Down you go. Oh, hey, you found a noodle. Is that what you're murdering? You can have the noodle. Here, noodle. You may have a noodle. Oh, wait, KY. I just thought about this, but watched a video a few weeks ago. The older couple, 50s, 60s, live stream, right? Dude does one day, man. She wasn't sleeping, felt bad. Oh. Yeah, sometimes it's weird. I've thought about that because I thought for years about doing like the tiny house thing. Thank you. I love my little murder. She's like the sweetest thing, but it's like as soon as she gets a ball or something to play with, it's But yeah, I thought about doing the tiny house thing. I really, really thought about that for a couple years. Still want to do it. Just a tiny house and what is the word? Homesteading. So I don't know if I'm ever really going to get to I'll get to my tiny house eventually. Just I don't know when, because that's something I kind of want to do. Just live off the land. My biggest thing is I definitely need Wi-Fi and electric. Those are my deal breakers. I can go without TV. I can go without any show I can just watch on a there we go, that lifestyle. I can watch any TV show on a streaming service, and I'm fine with Pluto, which I can just watch online. So, and I mostly just watch old bad movies that YouTube from Mystery Science Theater. I would be totally okay. I do though. I think next stream I might try to figure my tablet out so it doesn't die. So I can definitely have some background music. I do apologize for that. So we are in the final stretch. We have 2 more minutes before this comes out. And you know what? I really enjoyed this. We need to do this every stream. Just sit down, have a conversation, and anybody who watches the replay, well, you have a fast forward button. So that is what the fast forward button is. We are in 1 minute and 45 seconds left over. I am going to, this is still wet. Why are you murdering my curtain? I don't want, it's just creepy because I know I have international friends and they don't need to see my kids' room, which I've actually been thinking in a couple months. I think I'm going to do a family reveal and a house tour But when I do it, it's going to be for subscribers only. So I definitely need you guys to subscribe if you want to see that. So I got that turned. Do a little bit of cleaning. Try not to burn myself. And sometimes if you're really careful and you clean it while it's still hot, it comes off easier. Which I just took everything off that burner because that's the vent burner. Let me do this. Ta-da! Oh, my copper pan is not hot anymore. Nice. I really am liking that copper pan. And like I said, I just found it at one of those online, hey, we're moving or cleaning up, grab this stuff for free. And if you ever find those, you can find them on Facebook. And the people, it's like they just had a yard sale and they gave up hope. Usually good people, or they're moving, you know, some life event, and they want to clean the stuff out. You can find some really nice things. So 3, 2, 1. And this should be done. Let me get my sad dying oven mitts that I have caught fire several times. Let me get this out of my kitchen. Nope, I don't trust you. Off with you. Oh, hot. So this actually looks quite beautiful. So the final step is the recipe called for a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan. I got the powder, and it also has marrow in it. I think it tastes better. And I'm going to throw this over, and it is looking quite beautiful, if you can see it. And I just shifted everything. There we go. Ta-da! Ow! Let me grab a bowl here. If I can find my bowls. And a spoon. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the first bite. This looks awesome. You can always put more Parmesan or anything you want on it. So, this is a nice little casserole. Like I said, usually when I put my pasta in the oven, I cover it with cheese. But that is not how this recipe went. So, the tomato, a whole bottle of horseradish, not recommended. I have most of the bottle of horseradish in the fridge. You could definitely throw that on this. The tomato sauce has definitely mixed with the other ingredients, like the tomato sauce and the cream of mushroom. Really come together really good. It's delicious. It's not bland. I thought it would be bland. I wouldn't, sure you wouldn't. Anyway, remember, if you are enjoying this video, please, please, please subscribe. Hit the like button, share, comment, which a lot of you have already commented. And when the replay of this comes out, please remember to link me up with your recipes. Maybe I will pick your recipe and do one of those on my next stream. Thank you so much for watching. My PayPal and my Cashapp are also in the description, along with an Amazon wish list. I added a chef's knife, so cabbage will no longer kick my ass. So any way you want to support me, hey, I'm open. Any way you want to subscribe, that is still amazing too. Thank you so much. Love you guys. See you later.